Hey, it's 2K Prodigy 13 here, coming at you with a little gameplay. My first gameplay video, so.
Hear the roar here at the Pepsi Center. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports Fans. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Presented by Steve Ball, let's take a look at the Boston Celtics opening lineup. Brandon Bells and Kevin Garnett, the duo inside. Bradley and Pierce go out the wings. And it's Rondo in at the one. And for Denver, it's small forward and power forward. Gallinari and Fareed. Tossing out there with Iguodala. And it's Mozgov at the five.
It was kind of an unknown as to what we could expect from the Nuggets last year, Kevin. Mostly a young group that hadn't seen a lot of playoff minutes, but you know what? They came together. There was great team chemistry, and they showed very much to be a team deserving of being in the playoffs.
So it's Boston now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Pass. Fareed defending. Shot clock at 6. They get it back, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
He spoke loud on making a statement that play.
And that was brute force battling for the offensive board, then taking it right back up there.
That's just all about strength and energy, guys.
From deep, Gallinari. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And it isn't always easy to have your first-round series against the Lakers, but they didn't back down for a second. Took them to 7 games, Steve, and the 7th game was won in Los Angeles by LA, but the Nuggets really accounted well for themselves.
They sure did, Kevin. And it looked like they were going to get blown out. They were down 3-1, going to LA for Game 5, but they won at Staples Center, then blew out the Lakers in Game 6 before finally falling short in Game 7. But I thought that gave a big boost to a young team like that, to be able to play the Lakers all the way to the finish.
Here's Fareed. You know what? Excellent D there from Garnett.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Here's Pierce. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim. Paul Pierce last season passed the legend, Larry Bird, for second all-time in scoring for the Celtics. How about that accomplishment?
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Rondo kicks to Pierce. Foul call. Looked like Benny didn't get there in time, man. He'll shoot free throw.
And you know, guys, going back to Paul Pierce, for a guy who went through plenty of hurdles and losses early in his career, to win a title in Boston and submit his name in the team record books, I know that's got to feel special. He's been one of the truly great Celtics of all time.
Now here's Fareed. Wants in the pass to Mozgov. Kicks to Gallinari. Tipped away. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And pushing it out. Here's Boston. Bradley's got the ball. Sinks the 15-footer. Bradley's got his first bucket in this one. Boston against Rondo. Passes it to Mozgov. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. To the middle. Iguodala. Down goes the slam.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Bust it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark.
Well, that's kind of his trademark. He slams like that one.
Now here's Rondo. 16 feet away. Hits the bucket.
He exposed a flaw in the defense. No way they're supposed to be giving him that shot. You look at the Nuggets last season during that lockout-shortened year. So many injuries, but give George Karl credit for getting great production from his bench and really continuing that winning tradition.
Here's Mozgov. Back to Lawson. He dishes it to Mozgov. From deep, Gallinari. Offensive rebound. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, when he came out of college, the one thing we knew with Kenneth Reed was he was going to give you a lot of hustle. Great rebounder at Morehead State, and he brought that into the league with him. He attacks the ball, he attacks the glass, plays hard on every possession.
That's just the kind of player he is. It's in his nature. He can't help but hustle after missed shots, and he's willing to battle for rebounds and loose balls with anybody. There's no backing down with Fareed. Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Moscow. Randolph comes in for
A solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Boston trail. So with Rondo on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Bass and KG, the big ticket, patrol the inside. Lee out there with Terry, and it's Green in at the 3. Garnett. Gallinari with the rebound.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catching the defender on the way down. I can go for that. Since Boston's resurgence, they've always done a great job against the Western Conference. Having the depth and the talent they do gives you a chance to do that. But last year, it just wasn't the same.
So here's Gallinari, following the score by Kevin Garnett. That's good. Gallinari's got 5.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, a real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
Now here's Bass. Sinks that one from the post. Yeah, Clark, you're right. They really struggled to get any real momentum when they faced off against the Western Conference, and Steve, they ended up with a 7-11 record against them.
Yeah, you know, really a far cry from how they got up and killed them. Using some of the guys they did, made it hard for them to play the type of defense that let them dominate the Western Conference the year before.
Here's Terry. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Pass to Green. Green gets a screen from Garnett. Green kicks to Garnett. Shoots over McGee. Denver grabs the miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Guys, the Celtics have been one of the top teams in the East, but there is a line of thinking saying they're too old to still contend for a title. Be careful writing them off, though. Last season, they became the first team in 28 years to make the conference finals after sitting with a record under 500 in the All-Star break. Kevin, this team knows how to bounce back.
Such a terrific turnaround. Thanks, Doris.
You know, you take a look at Brandon Bass last season. He was traded to the Celtics, and on a top-tier team, I think he's become quite consistent in his performance as he's gotten more consistent minutes. I mean, it's got to be a real confidence boost for him going forward.
That's one he knows he should have made.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
And that's how it's done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
Here's McGee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Going back to Brandon Bass, guys, what a trade for Boston last year, picking him up. Nice mid-range shooter, pick and pop guy. He's also a good offensive rebounder. And he provided that scoring threat next to Kevin Garnett that the Celtics desperately needed.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Anthony Randolph, he's checked in for Chandler. Kenneth Fareed comes in for Gallinari. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. Sullinger with the bucket. The Nuggets trail by 3. Iguodala outside. Back to Lawson. Over Rondo. The shot's good from Lawson. Here is Rondo. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Feeds it to Pierce. Pierce with a screen on Lawson. Green kicks to Sullinger. He kicked it by McGee. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
For the Nuggets, Mozgov comes in for JaVale McGee. And Wilson Chandler subbed in for Anthony Randolph. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting.
Well, Denver has always been such a difficult place to play because of the altitude, because of the fact that Nuggets have been pretty good. Last year, Denver not able to dominate at home, mainly because of injuries. They really had a disjointed season.
Cross in the pass to Iguodala. Back to Lawson. That's the 3 fly. The shot's going to miss. It's by Iguodala. 7 points for Lawson.
Well, he can shoot the 3. We know that. But I'm not sure the D does. I mean, they weren't anywhere near him on that possession.
Another shot. No good. And Denver the other way now. It's Iguodala with the drive. Shoots. The Celtics shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And small forward and power forward. Gallinari and Fareed. Also out there with Iguodala. And it's Mozgov at the 5, roaming the pitch. That's the group for George Karl, getting going here in the second half.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
It's stolen by Lussey. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Goes up the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ball's not loose. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop.
Up high and down hard.
Well, he's just a spectacular dunker.
Woo!
The fans love it when he's on the floor.
Great.
He's got some room and some momentum going to the hoop. They know exactly what's coming.
Also, guys, so often we see him playing crossing at the defensive end. And then all of a sudden, he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Ty Lawson may only be 6 feet in shoes, but he's explosive laterally and vertically. Asked about his leaping ability, he said, quote, "My dad used to make me run up my hills, and he'd make me wear ankle weights or a weighted vest under my school uniform. I'd be walking around with 10 pounds extra every day. I wanted to jump higher, and it worked." Kevin, some are born with it, some have to work for it.
Nice stuff, Doris. Thank you. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
And that's turning good defense into quick offense, Clark.
And that's the way to operate. Get up the court quickly. Don't waste any time. Whenever you have a chance to go fast.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's the dish to Bradley. From outside the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, this Celtics team that has had so much success in the past half-decade, Kevin, has really been marked by their ability to get good shots at the basket and convert. This is a team that really emphasizes sharing the ball, and last year was no different.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Green comes in for Brandon Bass, and it's Terrian for Avery Bradley. Throwing it outside, 18 feet out. Gallinari with the rebound. And the Celtics, as you mentioned, Clark, really like to be selective with their shots. It pays off because they have a very high shooting percentage. Steve, I always like the fact that they get the position on the floor they feel most comfortable with, and the ball always delivered in the right place.
Yeah, they execute so well, Kevin. I think the pieces really fit together well in this roster. It's one of the reasons they've been in the top 5 in field goal percentage last season and the last several seasons. Along with a tough D, that offensive execution has kind of been the hallmark for these Celtics teams the last few years.
Denver calls timeout.
It's kind of a weird start to the playoffs last year for Boston. Rondo gets suspended early, but the Celtics were able to get past the Hawks as they matched up as the 4 and 5 seeds, and the Celtics actually did not have home court advantage in that series.
True. This check in for Denver. Brewer comes in for Gallinari. Now here's Fareed. Clark, you wonder how the Celtics would fare as an older team and a shortened season with a healthy window of games, only games turned into 1 week. You just weren't sure how much gas they had in the tank come playoff time, Steve, but as it showed, they won a couple series and made their way through.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking Miami to 7 games. They had their chance too, up 3-2 in a home game, but LeBron and Miami were just too much. That's a shot he's got to hit, and you don't get too many better looks from that range.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Sullinger's checked in for Bass. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Here's Green. Jumps up, and he throws it down with one hand.
You know, that kind of play of big